Slam? I am.
You turn my sixes to nines.
Middle child, 2 brothers. We're actually very close, but they live in different states.
Only child.
Childhood obsessions. Christmas, magic.
I want you to hold me. Come and lay.
My name is Michael.
You're a great dancer. You're a terrible liar.
And that's Kid.
Baby.
I've always imagined that my life was like a typical romantic comedy.
You were so confident. I mean, you just ripped off your clothes like you're a stripper at a bachelorette party. And I basically shower with clothes on. I'll just shut up now.
Shall we go to your place tonight?
Here's my door. Before we go in, just open the door. Okay. What is this, Michael? Oh, you don't want to...
Oh my God, they're in here too.
Oh, Papa.
You turn my sixes to nines.
I think you're very cool, and I'm worried that you're going to break my heart.
Mom and Dad, this is my friend, Mike.
A friend.
Yes, Mom. Just a friend.
What is going on here? Who is this guy?
He's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend.
I think it's great, Kid. We may not look like it, but we are actually kind of hip.
Oh my God.
We were going to go to Woodstock, you know.
Slam? I am.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate this beauty.
All I wanna be.
Kid, what is going on? Are you all right?
Calm down off the ledge, Mike. I'm seeing a doctor tomorrow.
I've been having dreams.
I'm afraid the news isn't good.
Forever and forever if we're not together.
I was always afraid Kit would break my heart, and eventually he did. He broke it open.
I've only got one life, and I want you in it.
You have to run the race in front of you because that's all there is.
Looking back, this is less of a rom-com and more of a love story.
He can't sit for 4 hours. We promised bed.
All the beds are occupied.
Get my husband to bed.
Well, that was Oscar-worthy. Worked for Shirley MacLaine. I'm sorry I never told you how good your ass looks in your khaki pants. I was afraid if you understood how beautiful you are that you'd leave me.
Thank you for inviting us.
It was Kit's idea. I was vehemently opposed to it.
And like all love stories, it never actually ends.
Could never do this on my own.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed Monday's vlog, where I gave you a spoiler-free review of Violent Night. If you haven't checked that out, please do. But for today, we're going to get into a review that has sort of an ironic title, because I try not to give these when I review movies unless the movie has been out for a while. And of course, I'm talking about spoiler alert. So we're gonna talk about the movie Spoiler Alert. Now, it's not out yet, and I got a chance to see an advanced screening last Wednesday night as I'm recording this. So, and I got it to see with my beautiful sister Christina. Shout out to her and the rest of the Ride or Die clique. So let's just talk a little bit about it. So the plot of the movie goes like this. Let me, before I get into the plot, let me just say that there is a book of the same name, and this movie is biographical. It's about Michael Ausiello's life, who in the movie is played by Jim Parsons. So basically, Michael Ausiello was a TV guide writer. He was very involved in his work. Every time his friends would try to get him to go out, he would be like, no, I gotta find the next important piece to write, and he's got all kinds of deadlines to meet, and so he was just basically involved with his work and didn't have time to have fun with him for himself. So one night, against Michael's better judgment, he goes to this gay club and meets this guy named Chris. So Chris is kind of the total opposite of Michael. Very, very adventurous, very outgoing. Wants to have a good time and is ready to just live his life. Live life to the fullest. So their relationship throughout the movie balances it's a perfect balance. You know, you have the stuffy guy who doesn't want to do anything, but then you have the other guy who wants to do everything and live his life. So what do you call it? So Michael goes out to this club, meets this guy named Chris, and then eventually, at first it's like, at first Michael doesn't want to fall for him because Michael is like I said, doesn't he's afraid to open himself up because he's afraid to have his heart broken. So what do you call it? It takes Chris some convincing, but eventually, they fall in love and they're together. But then things later on in the relationship and in the movie, things take a turn for the worse for one of the characters. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but things take a turn for the worse, and then the crux of the movie is basically just living your life and not being afraid to let people in, and because you never know what can happen if you let people in, man. Usually the greatest love stories come out of spontaneity. So that's exactly what this is. And also in the movie, not only is Jim Parsons, Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory in there, but you also have Sally Fields. It's really nice to see her doing her thing again. And then I don't remember who played Chris's partner. I mean, who played Michael's partner in the movie, but yeah, well, oh man, it's just a great movie, man. It's a real tearjerker. And I remember getting out of there, and my sister Christina telling me that she cried, and I know the guy next to us was weeping, man. And it's that seems to be a trend with movies lately with me. I'm seeing a lot of sad movies, like The Sun. If you haven't seen my review on that, definitely check that out. But man, it is sad movie season. Usually around the holidays it's supposed to be a happy time, but this holiday season it's kind of sad for movies, man. Nah, but definitely go see it, man. It's very heartwarming. And what do you call it? Had I known this was a book before I saw the movie, I definitely would have read the book, because I like to contrast, the movie from the book. What's different, what stayed the same, what did they have to cut out, because that's what happens a lot of times. You're not gonna cover the whole person's life in maybe an hour and 45, 2 hours. You might need a 3-4 hour movie, and obviously that is not the case with movies, because people have very short attention spans. So a lot of stuff has to get cut out, and you just keep the good stuff, and you gotta sacrifice some of the other things. But yeah, no, definitely go see. Spoiler alert: it is in theaters. This Friday. This Friday as I'm recording, and then in select cities, and then everywhere next Friday, December 9th. So definitely go check it out. And yeah, that is gonna do it for this episode of the Classic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.